It seems very explicit in terms of a sequence, and I guess that would be really helpful for people that are leading on the teaching of reading. Um, how might it help in a school, and what kind of things have you seen in the schools that you've been into in terms of that sort of more leadership strand to what steps to read may or may not afford in schools?
I think people really like the progression. So we really thought carefully about what skills and strategies the children would be doing from reception to year 6 across each academic year. And people have really taken that on board and think it's brilliant how we've broken down the different skills and strategies. And that helps leaders to see whether we're on track. It also helps with things like mixed age classes where we're mapping out what the skills and strategies are, so we can really target, if it's a 3-4 class, making sure that we're covering those objectives for all. And I think, like you say, it's that very clear structure that teachers are following, making sure there's always that model and always the practice in there. Also, the raising the profile of vocabulary again has had a really significant effect on schools, and they talk about that actually being implemented in the writing as well. I was only in a school last week where they brought along their writing books to say how the reading had impacted. So we're seeing lots of
there's two things that strike me there really. One is about the reading and writing being two sides of the same coin, and one's informing the other. But secondly, it was really just triggering in my head around Ofsted and how it looks at, the 3 I's that people have come to know from inspection framework, but that implementation part, what does it look like, and so on. And I think what you're describing there from that progression of skills must be very, very liberating for English leads.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I think they, to be able to answer a question of, which lesson and why, which lesson and now.
Yes.
They can, all of the things that we've talked about, okay, so it's here in a plan. Is it in the classroom? If I speak to the teacher, why are they doing that lesson now? If I speak to the child, why are they doing that lesson now? The footprint is in many schools in the reading journals. And even with the very young children, teachers are using floor books.
For reception floor books.
Absolutely. And they are, recording that development against the skills and strategies. So I think, again, it's they can see it happening. It's a very easy conversation. Okay, so we're here. Why are we here? And that, there can always be reasons for why things are as they are, but we've got a really good starting point for looking at that progression within each classroom.